The volume for AMC is getting absolutely crazily low. I'm going to show you guys in just a second what's going on with that charts. And I also really want to take note, in case you guys don't already know, a lot of stuff exposing Citadel as well as Robinhood and them colluding together basically is now coming to surface. And so if this stuff is legitimately true, it is huge. And it is a massive legal nightmare for Ken Griffin, for Citadel, for Robinhood as well, and it could be actually time served in prison. This stuff is so bad. So first off, I just want to say I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research, and I highly encourage you guys to do your own research as well, okay? So let's take a look at the charts real quickly. I'm going to try and run through all this stuff as fast as I possibly can. And so we've got AMC just slightly down on the day. It went down 1.77%. But if you take a look at this volume right down here, you can see it's actually lower than last Friday. It's really, really low. I mean, this hasn't been this low since what looks like right around May 6th or so. All right. Now let's go ahead and zoom out here. Look at where May 6th price was. With May 6th, it was all the way down here at $8.84. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. And in the aftermarket hours, it's just slightly down as well. We can go take a look at Fidelity, and if we take a look at AMC, we can see that the buy and sell ratio was pretty much break even. There's very little activity. Remember, things move in cycles. So the fact that everything's getting so low, it can only go so low in volume to a point until, guess what? Volume starts to kick up. So the question is, when the volume kicks up, is it going to have a larger impact on the price going up or going down? That is the major question we want to look at with this stuff. Here's some other things to take note of. AMC, there's an open interest of 16,663 contracts at the $95 strike price for October 1st, expiry at 3 cents price. This is not hedge funds buying these deep out-of-the-money calls. It's some retail investors. As Trey said, Trey Trades, another YouTuber, don't do this. The money will end up in the pockets of hedgies. Okay? So this is being talked about and circulated around right now, so do keep that in mind. Something else is that for the start of today, the current short interest is higher than it was on Friday. AMC starting out the week with known short interest at another all-time high. The higher the short interest goes, and the higher, this is just being reported with a few resources available. If it was the full number transparently, we are largely believing that it's likely above 30%, maybe closer to 40, 50% of short interest, which is people betting that the price is going to go down, right? So if the price goes up, that's a lot of people they're going to have to be paying up. This stuff is getting absolutely ridiculous. And if we also take a look over here, we can see 800,000 shares available to borrow. Scrolling down, the fee is still hanging around that 0.8%. That is consistent with what we saw on Friday. As far as for the option calls expirations coming up for that October 1st, is that 151,433 that are currently in the out-of-the-money position. So if the price ends up rising up and these move to into the money, that could potentially help with the triggering of what's called a gamma squeeze. So you do want to keep an eye out on that. The dark pool data still above 60%. At what point do we say that this is manipulated? It's illegal. What point do we say that this is ridiculous? Like, it's 6 out of 10 trades that are taking place through the dark pools, and we don't have access to doing that. Speaking of the dark pool, negative 66.3, almost negative 66.4 million shares, and we have negative $2.8 billion. This stuff is still in the negatives. This stuff is crazy, guys. This number has dropped down, though, just so you guys are aware, or these numbers. And then here's the big thing here about the leaked documents. This was actually shared over on I almost said SafeMoon, over on the. Wait, what? This is under the cryptocurrency. I thought this was under AMC. It was redirected, I guess. But anyways, 24,500 upvotes. Maybe it has more now. Does it have more? Hopefully that's going to load. 25,000. Okay, it's got 25,000 upvotes. And this article redirects you to this here. So we're just going to go ahead and read through this a bit. Citadel CEO lied under oath. Prison ahead for him. Here's the leaked proof. Ever since the infamous GameStop and AMC squeeze happened, we got to see the real face of Robinhood and these hedge funds. The retail investors were deprived of their freedom and rights. Robinhood basically stopped retail investors from buying the stock in order to save hedge funds like Citadel. So that happened earlier this year, right? Coming back to the story, when Robinhood and Citadel were called in front of the House committee, Citadel CEO was asked by U.S. Representative Juan Vargas under oath whether he had any collusion with the Robinhood CEO, to which he replied straight-faced, "Let me be perfectly clear, absolutely not." So there's actually a video of this. I'm just going to go ahead and play it for you guys.
Thinks that there was collusion, that the big guys, all of you guys, were figuring out how to do this and ultimately come out ahead, as you always do. But did you talk to them about restricting or doing anything to prevent people from buying, not selling, but buying in GameStop?
Let me be
anybody in your organization.
Let me be perfectly clear. Absolutely not.
All right, you see this right here? So, yeah, email correspondence. This says, just FYI that Dan and I are joining Jim at 5 p.m. on a call with Citadel. They reached out and want to speak this evening, and we believe they will make some demands on limiting payment for order flow across the board. We won't agree to anything, but wanted to give you a heads up. Vlad then responds, okay. Vlad is from Robinhood. Vlad then says, maybe this would be a good time for me to chat with Ken Griffin. Ken Griffin is the guy right here in the back who's with Citadel. Vlad then responds also saying, you guys can mention that.
So if we depose everyone in your organization, we will find that.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
This statement was taken under oath. Everyone is, you wouldn't believe the convo we had with Citadel, a total mess. That's from Jim. Okay, so that is that right there. And that is the overview recap. We're waiting to see what the ramifications of this is actually going to be playing out. The next week or so is going to be pretty interesting as we come up with that expiration of those options contracts. And then we also have the new month, as September has historically been shown as being the worst month of the year for stocks. Getting out of this could mean a fresh start, more sentiment and positivity going into the rest of the year. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I do have referral links in the description if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. It is free money. Feel free to check those links out, guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. Feel free to share this video, and I'll see you in the next episode.